Hi everyone, welcome to GBTA's Annual Business Meeting, an opportunity to review and recap 2023 for the association. The full presentation of today's meeting will be posted under the About section on gbta.org, and a video recording will also be available on GBTA's YouTube channel. So whether you're tuning in live or via replay, thank you so much for taking the time to listen. We're well into 2024, but today we're looking back on 2023. Our annual business meeting gives us all the opportunity to reflect on our strategic path and to share how GBTA continues to move forward. And we'll close today with a very important announcement of the results from the GBTA Board of Directors election and recent bylaw amendment proposal. So please stay through till the end. 2023 was a year in which GBTA measured the state of the industry and helped to drive thought leadership as we continued to focus on building the industry for a stronger future. We hosted in-person events in all regions around the globe, created new offerings, and continued to advocate for our members' interests. Financial stability and transparent governance were a priority, enabling us to deliver high-quality services, for which I'm so pleased with the positive feedback received from our members. Our mission at GBTA is to deliver exceptional value to our members through our three key pillars of community, learning, and advocacy. Your continued support has shaped GBTA's progress. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank our current members, our current board members, and extend my special gratitude to those who will be completing their terms on the board this July. Their dedication, expertise, and guidance have been invaluable to GBTA and our business travel community. Thanks again for your unwavering support, commitment, and belief in our vision. Here in 2024 and well beyond, the GBTA board and I are committed to serving you with excellence, and we appreciate your continued trust and partnership. The power behind the association and our foundation, after all, is our people. So thank you all. And with that, it's my pleasure to hand over today's annual business meeting to Suzanne Neufang, CEO of GBTA. Suzanne, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mark, and thank you to everyone for tuning in today to our annual business meeting. In today's session, we'll walk through some of the material highlights for GBTA for the calendar year 2023, including association strategy and financials, as well as some key milestones across our priority areas such as education, events, advocacy, and the GBTA Foundation. We'll also review what's coming up for the rest of 2024 and beyond. As Mark said, we'll close today with the announcement of the results of the GBTA Board of Directors election and the recent bylaw amendment proposal, for which global member voting closed just yesterday. So let's start by taking a look at GBTA's numbers for 2023. Financial health and transparent governance were priorities in 2023, as they continue to be at GBTA currently. It is vital to keeping the association vibrant and strong to serve our members and the industry. The information here represents audited figures for the calendar year 2023. As of December 31st, 2023, GBTA's assets equated to $17.6 million and liabilities $6 million, resulting in a healthy net asset balance of $11.6 million. Compared to 2022, net assets increased by $3 million due to strong cash flow and market gains on our investments and reserves. In 2023, the GBTA Association generated $20.2 million in revenue and $18.3 million in expenses, resulting in a $1.9 million change in net assets. Financially, GBTA had an extraordinary year in 2023. Our annual convention, along with our other events and offerings, performed extremely well as we continued to grow in current markets and expand in other regions, including Asia. We also held a tight rein on all manageable expenses to ensure healthy reserves, as pandemic insurance is still not available to the meetings and events industry at this time. In addition to our financial numbers, these are some other significant statistics which we track at GBTA to benchmark our year, the progress we're making, and the impact we're having as an association. Membership continued to grow globally last year by 16%, as we not only attracted new members, but increased retention rates with our diverse community, learning, and advocacy offerings. We also benefited from the stabilizing of our industry in the post-COVID period. Total global membership, represented here as a combined total of GBTA and chapter membership, grew to over 8,200 worldwide in 2023. And further putting the G in GBTA, membership outside of the US grew faster than within the US. Last year, 55% of members were in the US and 45% were non-US based, versus 59% US and 41% non-US members in 2022. As supplier companies replenished their corporate market-facing staff and our overall membership ranks grew, our mix by membership type also adjusted. While the overall number of buyer members has remained quite stable, in 2023, 36% of our members were direct, which was down from 43% the year before, and 64% of our membership were allied members last year, up from 57% the year before. Membership growth is a sign of a healthy association, and this growth is encouraging as members of all types are looking for more community, learning, and advocacy opportunities, and that's really what GBTA's mission is to provide. Overall, we posted a membership retention rate of 70%, representing a 5-point increase versus 2022. And with learning being a key pillar of our mission, bringing opportunities for connection and education was once again at the forefront of our year. In 2023, we delivered over 430 hours of learning and touched over 26,000 industry professionals through events, webinars, and academic sessions around the world. Finally, in what represents the daily engagement of our member community with GBTA and with each other, we enabled over 64,000 interactions online in the GBTA Hub, from asking general questions to helping industry peers with specific challenges to accessing valuable resources and much more. So thank you to all of you who continue to be part of and contribute to our GBTA member community and for making it what it is every day. And it was not only a strong year by the numbers at GBTA, it was also a year of progress for the association and the GBTA Foundation, the charitable arm of the association. So let's look at some of those milestones and achievements from 2023. In only its first full year since relaunch, in 2023, the GBTA Foundation was already making great strides in its mission of promoting, supporting, and encouraging progress for people and planet in the global travel industry. The GBTA Foundation 2023 Progress Report chronicled efforts to further solidify global business travel as a force for good in society, commerce, economies, and governments throughout the world. Tracking and reporting the progress for our People and Planet initiatives helps to keep us focused and accountable. We raised over $1.35 million to implement foundation programs in 2023. And thank you to our 32 corporate donors for their support and partnership. On the planet side, in 2023, the foundation rolled out impactful resources, including a brand new Sustainability for Business Travel Management course, and set the stage for the development of new global procurement standards supporting more sustainable business travel going forward. Other highlights included holding our first US-based sustainability summit in Washington, D.C., and earning official UN observer status, which allowed us to attend COP28 in Dubai. On the people side, the power of mentorship took center stage last year. GBTA Winnet relaunched its one-to-one mentorship program with over 150 participants, representing 12 countries and 108 companies. GBTA Ladders attracted 170 participants from 16 countries who presented 16 individual new ideas to innovate within the business travel space. With the invaluable support of our donors, partners, passionate leaders, and dedicated volunteers, everything the GBTA Foundation does is about shaping and ensuring that our industry and business travel overall remains viable and sustainable for the years to come. And at GBTA, we aren't just helping the industry make strides in the areas of people and planet, we are reinventing ourselves and all that we do. GBTA has started integrating sustainability practices into our own operations, starting with tracking and reporting on the emissions of our two biggest events, which are our annual convention in the US and our annual European conference in partnership with BBR. And on the people side, at our convention last year, GBTA tested and implemented new accessibility and inclusivity initiatives. We incorporated several measures, including accessibility accommodations for areas such as hearing, vision, sensory, dietary, and hotel stay considerations. And we also included provisions for service animals and a new mother's lounge. Looking to inclusion and the future of our workforce, we convened a DEI incubator with stakeholders from across the industry who reviewed GBTA membership, events, education, and organization practices. Recommendations from the incubator led to development of people-based objectives for the association and for the foundation. So I'd like to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude to the volunteer board of directors of the GBTA Foundation. Their unwavering support, strategic guidance, and dedication have been instrumental in advancing our mission to promote sustainable practices and foster workforce development within our business travel industry. Now, enabling in-person connections continues to be one of the most valuable GBTA benefits voiced by our members and by the industry itself. And face-to-face events and conferences are an area where we are constantly striving for advancement and innovation. In 2023, GBTA hosted 31 in-person events across 5 regions around the world, from conferences to roadshows to topic-specific educational meetings. We executed several firsts based on the feedback of our members, our attendees, and our partners. Those examples include moving to a 3-day US convention to improve attendee ROI and to help, in particular, buyers' ability to be out of the office from start to finish for that annual event, hosting our European conference in Hamburg, and partnering with Worldwide ERC on a co-located APAC conference in Singapore. With regard to our sustainability summit, our plan is to rotate every other year between Europe and the US. And as I'd already mentioned on a previous slide, we brought this sustainability summit to the US capital, Washington, DC, for the first time last year. GBTA also continues to evolve in the area of professional learning and development to ensure we align to serve the needs of our members and the industry going forward. In 2023, we served nearly 500 Academy learners, marking a nearly 60% increase year over year. And we celebrated the 29 industry professionals who earned their Global Travel Professionals, or GTP, certification for the first time. We also enhanced the format of our Global Leadership Professional, or GLP, program with eCornell to create a new program that is both online and in person. Previously, this was only offered virtually in real time, so the new format enables more flexibility for participants and enables professionals to complete the coursework toward ultimate GLP designation in 6 months instead of 2 years. Regarding our convention learning, we added new staff checkpoints to our education session reviews process to ensure an optimal and relevant learning experience on site for all attendees. A vibrant peer review council process involving dozens of industry experts continued to guide the vetting and selection of education sessions overall, which provided objectivity through blind scoring of hundreds of submitted proposals for our annual convention education tracks. And of course, our research arm continues to deliver value. GBTA's data analysis and insights heavily support how we educate and inform our members, the industry, policymakers, and general media. Last year, in a first for our annual forecast, the GBTA Global Business Travel Index, or BTI, we added a comprehensive survey of 4,700 business travelers from across our 5 global regions. When we think of the 3 sides of our ecosystem, travel buyers, travel suppliers, and business travelers themselves, the insights from employee travelers' spending, behaviors, and preferences are critical to having a complete understanding of the state of our industry. GBTA research in 2023 also included topical reports, industry outlook polls, and event feedback surveys, which enabled us to continually deliver actionable data and insights that continue to matter. And finally, there's our industry advocacy, the third pillar around which our mission stands. As we focused on advocacy in key regions, we have come to realize that many legislators still do not have a clear understanding of business travel, and especially how it differs from leisure travel. In recent years, GBTA began a concerted effort to introduce and educate policymakers about the value and impact of business travel in their regions and on a global level. In 2023, these efforts continued as we held meetings with over 500 policymakers and stakeholders in the US, Europe, and Canada, focusing on our three priority areas: facilitating traveler mobility, supporting sustainable business travel options, and modernizing the travel ecosystem and infrastructure. We sent out over 100 communications regarding policy positions and insights to promote global business travel as a responsible force for good for business, governments, economies, and people. We planted advocacy seeds through meetings, relationship building, and communications, which are now bearing fruit by getting important legislation and policies passed both last year and into this year. And once again, during our annual U.S. Legislative Summit in 2023, the only event of its kind for the business travel industry, over 120 GBTA members came to Washington, D.C. to advocate for the issues vital to our business travel industry through more than 150 individual meetings with U.S. senators, representatives, and their staff. And to round out this overview of 2023, a final group I'd like to take a moment to thank is the GBTA Allied Leadership Council, or ALC. The ALC represent GBTA's most important financially supportive supplier companies. The council acts as an advocate for the allied community within GBTA to ensure a strong and productive relationship and to make sure our offerings continue to serve their customers, their employees, and their business requirements within community learning and advocacy areas. So just as with our buyer members, the views and voices of GBTA's allied members are a vital conduit in collectively shaping the future of our industry. We're so very grateful for our ALC company's strong support and for others to continue our mission on a local, regional, and global basis. It was truly a year of progress and engagement in 2023. And as we are now mid-year in 2024, I wanted to share a quick look at what is coming up for the rest of this year at GBTA. The GBTA Board of Directors and I have updated our strategic three-year outlook and objectives for 2024 through 2026. You can see those objectives here. And I'd like to read these out as I think they're very important for us as a member organization to align with. As you can see, they're both externally and internally focused. So for the industry, defining for the industry and those on the outside, the value and necessity of proper travel for work. It's advocating for cross-industry action and progress on sustainability for people and planet. It's creating momentum to get and keep business travel in its strategic seat around the corporate table. It's fostering innovation and driving change, needed change in the industry through our members. And it's bringing new talent into our industry and educating them on managed business travel practices. Now for the association, excuse me, expanding member and sponsor value is at the top of the list, growing our base of members and types and increasing their engagement. It's continuing globalization focus, both intra-region and cross-region, and it's continuing to invest in our team and other resources to develop on association and industry objectives. So, of course, it's summer in the Northern Hemisphere, and that means the GBTA community will again come together in just a few short weeks for the annual GBTA convention. It's happening July 22nd through 24th in Atlanta. We hope you've made plans or are in the process of doing so to join us at this one-of-a-kind gathering of thousands of business travel industry professionals from around the world. All the things that attendees love best about the GBTA convention are coming back this year: ample networking time in the expo floor, ample learning time with over 80 top-notch peer-vetted education sessions to choose from, and ample sources of inspiration from our main stage keynotes and presenters. We also have in-person GBTA Academy classes on the weekend before, including Advanced Principles of Business Travel Management and our newest offering, Sustainable Business Travel Management, as well as a session for those in the final stages of pursuing their GLP or Global Leadership Professional designation. But we also continue to evolve this event. So based on attendee feedback, some things are new. This year, our convention will again take place in a 3-day format. This was a very popular change last year. And for the first time, this year's convention will have a Monday official start instead of a Sunday start. According to you, this stronger, compact agenda maximizes attendee ROI while finally giving most of you your weekend back. We're also reinventing the convention orientation session on Monday, which we now call Connect First for new and returning attendee professionals. And the GBTA zone within Expo has plenty of new offerings and surprises where attendees can learn about everything GBTA membership offers, as well as get a chance to take a 5-minute breather. The popular broadcast studio will move back to the Expo floor where all the action is happening, and there will be more featured Expo pavilions this year to choose from, including innovations, first-time exhibitors, destinations, independent and lifestyle hotels, and the ever-popular sustainability pavilion. There will be lots more that you won't want to miss, so we look forward to seeing you all in Atlanta. And beyond our convention, there are other great opportunities to connect, learn, and celebrate with the GBTA community throughout the rest of 2024. You can check out our upcoming events for the remainder of 2024 and into 2025, as well as our very important Academy and Research lineup on our website at gbta.org. Now, I'd like to hand the presentation back over to Mark to announce the results of the 2024 GBTA board elections and bylaw amendment proposal. Back to you, Mark.
Thanks so much, Suzanne. The GBTA Board of Directors serves as the governing body of the association and is responsible for establishing its focus and direction. Their insights and experience provide needed input into shaping the strategic goals for the organisation, including GBTA's programmes and services. Volunteering to run and serve on the board is a chance for our industry's leaders to make a long-term positive impact on our profession. GBTA members play a critical role when they exercise their voice by voting in our annual board elections as well. Together, these efforts help shape the future of the association and ultimately our industry. The election process for 2024 began in May with the opening of nominations and ended yesterday when voting closed. GBTA Direct and allied members in good standing were eligible to vote for open board seats. We appreciate all those who stepped forward to participate in this very important process. A record number of candidates, from the 18 board candidates who ran for the 6 open seats to all of you who took the time to cast your vote. A huge thank you to all of you. The new directors announced today will begin serving their term from the end of the convention in Atlanta on July 24th. But before we announce the new directors, we first want to share the results of the voting on an important change to the GBTA bylaws. In January this year, GBTA announced the addition of 2 ad hoc non-voting regional board seats for Asia Pacific and Latin America. In this election, GBTA members were asked to vote on making these permanent seats for APAC and LATAM. This would help GBTA continue to expand and serve its global network and bring more diverse regional voices to the table to help guide the future of the association. To add these permanent board seats required making a change to the current GBTA bylaw. Approve. On the question of the 2 new permanent board seats, the voting results are that the bylaw change was approved. This means that the 2 seats were approved to be added to the board permanently. Peter Coe in APAC and Felipe Cardona in LATAM will continue in their ex officio board roles, and the board will continue to discuss the next steps in selecting voting board members for these regions. This expansion underscores our commitment to being a truly global organization, which fosters international cooperation and ensures the voices of all our members are heard. And now on to the election results for the board seats. The new board members of the GBTA Board of Directors will be announced in alphabetical order, where there is more than one seat available. The individuals elected for the two available director-at-large seats, direct member, are Carlos Almendros, Global Travel Meetings and Card Leader for Cisco; Paulina Müller, Travel Leader for IKEA, Inco Group. The individual elected for available Regional Director, Europe Director Member, is Ben Park, Executive Director Travel and Sustainability for Parexel. The individuals elected for the three available Director-at-Large seats, Allied Member, are Catherine Farrell, Manager Sales Marketing Digital Comms for Delta Airlines; Kevin Sullivan, Managing Director Sales for Southwest Airlines; and Katie Virtue, Head of Sales and Marketing for Festive Road. Congratulations to all 6 newly elected board members who will start their term at the close of convention in Atlanta on July 24th. And thank you once again to all who ran and to those who voted. We value your expertise, insights, and dedication, and we firmly believe that your contribution can continue to shape the future of GBTA and the business travel industry. Today and every day, we see many voices of our association in action and coming together for one purpose: to shape the future of business travel. Fueled by the dedication of our members around the world, the countless hours of volunteers, our boards, committees, councils, and chapters, and of course, the outstanding GBTA staff. GBTA is what it is today because of your commitment and contributions. We extend our deepest gratitude for all you do, for GBTA, for each other, our community, and for the entire business travel industry. Thank you for joining us for the annual business meeting for 2023 and our 2024 election results. I look forward to seeing you all in Atlanta or at GBTA event somewhere around the world soon. Thank you.